Bam asks, is it one character per server? It's per server, not per siege. So you can have one. It's one character per server, and then that character can go visit any of the sieges on a server. But it's one per. Um, it's one per server. All right, we're gonna move into some base building here. I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet. I'm gonna go up here and play around with this rooftop and see about building a different garage up above to park my assault thopter under. What I don't know is if I can build up off the top of this. I would love to have one per faction per server. Like, it would be nice to have an Atreides and a Harkonnen on the same server. That is something I definitely could get behind because I'm reluctant. Yeah, I would love and like I could go buy another account, set up a second Steam account, and like do it that way so that I could have my Harkonnen on the same. But I don't want to have to go through all that hassle just to do that. Alright. Let's look at walls here. Oh, I could definitely build right off the base of this. But I might want to pull this back. This is a giant square, right? Or is it a rectangle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so 13. 2. I think it's a rectangle. 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a rectangle. I want the ornithopter entrance to be right here. So now we get to see how high up can I build. And do I have enough plastone to make it happen? This is gonna be find out. No, you were just gonna you just do that. Oh, I can go up 4 more. And then a roof, I'm assuming. Yep. So then if I put a roof, what kind of a roof can I put up there? Just like that? Okay, I may need columns. We'll see. Alright, so this ought to be more than big enough to support an assault thopter and a carrier. I would hope. Alright. Let's build this and figure it out. Dude, I am getting roasted by the sun up here. Thankfully, I have there's a water thing right below me. The funny thing is, I just did this update yesterday. This is gonna need a whole new update video. We'll do one when we get there. Too bad we don't actually have a carrier built yet. It would be nice to see how big the carrier actually is. This ought to be plenty of space, though, to park the assault thopter and the carrier in here when we get to that point. I'm essentially pre-building That was not what I meant to do. Yeah, that makes sense, Bubbleonia. I'm definitely going to need more plastone at some point. This is going to be a pretty awesome, massive parking garage when it's done. The question is if I'm going to be able to build the roof without it wanting me to like put columns in here to support it. But I am building up to the maximum height of my land claim now. Because why not? Alright, drink water. Goodness gracious. Alright, that's one wall built. Is that a storm rolling in? It hasn't given me a warning. I think it might be blowing south of here. We might be okay. That does not make me feel very confident. Okay, I think it did pass. I think it went right to the south of us. Okay. But you know what I'm gonna have to build next? I'm gonna have to build a stairwell connecting this one down to the one beneath us. Because we have this landing garage, and then we have the landing garage underneath us. We'll have to sort out. Yeah, elevators would be brilliant. That would be a great addition if they could get those in the game at some point. I'm probably 30% of my playtime has been spent building this mega base. It's not quite. It's not half. I've definitely done a boatload of adventuring and harvesting and questing. But yeah, probably a third of my playtime. Hang on, I got a message I gotta check here. Getting roasted by the sun. See, remember that box that Chris just took out of the office? She put it outside. Oh, I'm on the wrong camera. Lucas went outside and found his box. So that's Lucas, and he's inside his box outside. She said he's chewing it to pieces again. Oh, that's hilarious. He's like, "Ooh, Mom put my box outside. I'm gonna go sit outside." Oh, that's funny. Dune endgame content is whatever you want it to be. Someone asked, "What's the Dune endgame content?" Whatever you want. You want to build bases? Build bases. You want to go hunt cosmetics? Hunt cosmetics. You want to do PvP? Do PvP. You want to do end-game dungeons with your friends like we did earlier today? Do end-game dungeons with your friends. You want to roll alts? Do different storylines at different servers? Roll alts and do different storylines, different servers. Do all the things. You want to do the lands red? Do the lands red. You want to be a crafter? Be a crafter. You want to play the exchange game? Play the exchange game. The limitations are yours and yours alone. Any baggage you bring into the game is yours and yours alone. No baggage, more fun. He who comes to play a game with no baggage has more fun than he who come with baggage. Confucius say. Confucius say, Reddit troll is whiny little bitch who never have fun in game. Oh, I'm almost out of plastone. I think I have some more I can create downstairs. We'll see. Someone said earlier they saved up 10,000. It's not as much as you think it is. You will need a boatload. Well, hopefully you made him do all the farming, Whiskey, because if your son didn't do the farming for you, are you really utilizing that free labor properly? No, I'm gonna be really close here on the plastone. Yeah, my nephew, that's how he got his start in video games, was mining ore for his dad, for my brother. In Lord of the Rings Online. And then we moved him over to EverQuest 2. And in EverQuest 2, he liked it more because in EverQuest 2, he could have a mercenary companion that ran around and protected him while he mined the ore. So he didn't have to get attacked by wolves. Ah, good times. Oh yeah, that's yeah. If you can run around and have two people in the mining buggy, that's awesome. Woo! I finished the walls with 29 to spare. However, the roofs I want to make require more, so I gotta go downstairs and make some more plastone. Uh, Out of sheer curiosity, I wonder if I have enough power to do this, or if I'm gonna have to make another. This might kill my shields. Oh, is it? Why is it saying not connected to a structure? Hang on. What do you mean it's not connected to a structure? Ooh, that's gonna be fun. I wonder if it has to be built in here. This will be interesting to try to get this to work. Oh, you son of a bitch. I may have to finish building the roof out before this works the way I want it to. It's not wanting to connect the way I want. It's wanting to connect below us. Why is that? What is going on here? It may be because the roof I built. I may have to just wait on that till I build the roof, because it's doing some weird stuff there. Alright, we need plastone. Lots and lots and lots of more plastone. I have no idea in terms of costs and everything else with this stuff right now. Passive water generator is, I'm 100% wind traps. I haven't used a death still yet, and for my playstyle, I never run out of water. Because usually what happens is if I need to produce something, it's like, fine, I'll run the water traps, go do 2 hours of deep desert testing stations, get a bunch of loot, sell it in the exchange, come back, now I've got water, do another round, go do 2 hours of something else. Like it helps me break up my sessions. And I've yet to have any serious issues. I've never had any progress blocking at all. Alright, I need plastone. So give me a little bit more. Alright, that's gonna give me some more building. Let's go build the roof. And then let's see if I can sort out the pentashield. Oh, I missed. It didn't work. Son of a bitch. Look at that. We are just shy of the top of my building permits. I almost fell through. Well, I'd say your first step is going to be to look on the Dune Awakening Discord that Funcom has set up and try to find a guild on your server. But the issue you're running into is, you know, that's going to be hard to find hobbies. Like, people, generally speaking, are not there to make your life easier. They're only there worried about their own enjoyment in a video game. It takes a lot of time and a lot of hard work to find trustworthy people that you can play with. In many cases, it's something that takes years and years and years of time. Like, the people that I have in my community, generally speaking, like Bubbleonia, I've been playing with for like 5-6 years now. I haven't actively played with him this year, but like Maduros, I've been playing games with for like 8 or 9 years. These are people that whenever I make a guild, I'm not making a guild in this game. Bubbleonia is running things for this one, but like, generally speaking, especially if you've just joined a guild of randos, they are not going to give a shit about your needs. And so, yeah, if you're like, I don't know what, like, if you formed a guild with a bunch of random people and you're worried that they aren't replacing things in the chest, I would say that unfortunately you just learned one of the hardest lessons of running a guild that you're ever going to learn, which is exactly why I'm not running a guild right now, which is that generally speaking, managing people is a big pain in the ass. And trying to find good people that aren't just going to rob your shit and never replace it that's worth its weight in gold. So when you do find that, you guard it and you don't let anybody else fuck it up. Which is why when people always ask me, Renfail, what server are you playing in? What guild are you in? Can I join your guild? Can I join your server? I don't tell you that information. There are only a handful of people who know what server I'm on. And as Bubbleonia said earlier, the people who find out, like, in order to even find out what server I'm on, you have to go through a Funcom style quest of knowing who to talk to and finding the breadcrumbs. And even when you get to that quest giver, you have to do the quest and pass the vibe test, because there's a lot of people who are like, we want to join, we want to join, we want to join, but they don't pass the vibe test. They don't pass the vibe test, so they don't get in. And even when people do, by the way, this is what I was worried of. We lost stability here. I may have to put some columns in here somewhere. Even when people pass the vibe test, sometimes people's priorities change. 6 months down the road, they decide that they want to move on to another game. Some people are really cool. They'll let you know. Other people just randomly stop logging in. And suddenly it's like you were depending on someone to do something, and then they suddenly stop showing up, and you can no longer depend on them to do the thing that they said they were going to do in the first place. And now it fucks up your schedule. It fucks up everybody else's schedule. And then you're left holding the bag going, well, what the fuck do we do? And that person who left, they don't give a fuck. Their life got in the way, and that's fine. Everybody has life things that crop up. But that's one of the downsides of running a guild, is that shit's gonna happen. I could rant and rant and rant about pros and cons of guilds. I have been managing guilds since 1999. Lots of pros, lots of cons. But like my base right here, I am 100% building this on my own. I'm not relying on anybody else to do this for me. I bet I'm gonna have to build some columns, because it's giving me the support error, which means I'm gonna have to. The problem with columns is then it kills my parking space for the Thopter. Let's see if I can make this work. Oh, it might work. I've connected it. Oh, but you're still not going to let me do it right here, are you? You son of a bitch. Alright, we'll sort the front out here in a minute. Ah. Hate to say it, but it sounds to me like you need better friends. Oh, the thing I'm building right now? I mean, objectively, this thing is gonna be the parking garage for the assault thopter. So once I get this built, but I am out of support, so unfortunately I do have to build some columns. And the problem is I don't want to take up a bunch of space with columns because then I can't park things like I want to. What I might need to do is, does anybody know, like, I wonder if there's a screenshot online that shows me the size difference between the assault thopter and the carrier thopter, because what I would like to do is, if I know the size difference, dude, there's no way. Like, even this thing feels like it's gonna take up all the space. And I think that carrier thopter is even bigger than this bad boy, isn't it? Does anyone have a screenshot? I'm gonna go look this up online. Because what I could probably do is section off the garage and have a wall, two pillars on the front side, which ought to give me enough support for the back side. But I need to make sure I have the pillars far enough forward that they're not getting in the way of the carrier. And I don't know how big the carrier is. I kind of want to try to forward proof this.